All right, it looks like I am live, and it says I'm waiting for a guest, and I am not. I discovered something quite by um, mishap about this new Puma Pastel ball python when I was coming around earlier, taking care of animals for the evening, for the night. Um, I discovered something in his habitat here. 3 freshly laid eggs. And I did candle them. Actually, I used the little flashlight on my phone. They all have veins and they all have embryos. One of them looks to have 2 embryos, so twins possibly. And since I've been preparing to go live, she has actually laid a 4th egg and is keeping the egg beneath her. Now, the reason that I pulled these away was because she had pushed them all several inches away from her. She didn't want them near her. I don't know why, but that's not normal. They'll keep the eggs in the center of them as they lay them, and that seems like what she's doing with this 4th one. She also had no issue at all with me taking those eggs. If she even knew that I took them, you can see the imprint. There was one way over there, and one way back there, and then there was one up against the glass. Um, yeah, and I was sold this snake as a male and told that he had been paired 3 times successfully already, that he was a fertile male, and that they had gotten him from in a collection from someone else. And the reason that there was such a good price on him, he was 185, which is a really good price for this snake, was that because he was a male and they had already paired him 3 times and had what they needed out of him. If he were a female, they would have kept him. So, some kind of development here. And I don't want to take this screen off because it provides some kind of barrier at least. You can see the egg there. You look right in the center in the coils. I don't know if she's going to push it out or what's going to happen. She's actually on a little heating pad there. And I went on a couple of live streams asking for advice and began to research because I don't have an incubator and I couldn't get one here for a couple of days. So I'm going to be on top of that tomorrow. But what I did was I brought a heating pad that I wasn't using out and put it underneath there. That's a very thin layer of mulch. And you want the temp to be, it varies. Most people say 89 to 90 degrees. Some people say as low as 86. So I'm going to be covering this to contain some of that heat, but also with something that will allow some air ventilation. Yeah, these eggs can, if they're too humid, can get moldy, and once they get mold on them, they're done for. But we shall see. I wanted baby ball pythons and have been trying to breed. I've had a couple of my snakes pair up, but this would have had to happen 6 months ago. Someone told me, she would have had to have follicles and mated, and these eggs develop, and this happened months ago. So who knows? who knows, what kind of babies these will be. So this may be a first time mom too. I don't know. She's not that big. People kept remarking about how chunky she was, and that's fine. She had at least 4 of those big eggs in her. And suddenly, I've got all python eggs I'm responsible for. If she had kept them under her, I would have left them in there. Just taking them away too soon. She's starting to show a little interest in me now, but she didn't at all at first. She had her head hid when I found her, and the 3 eggs around her, but she was in the process of trying to lay the 4th one. And she kind of looks like she may be empty now, because I could tell she had at least 1 more egg in her. She's really slimmed down now. Maybe she'll incubate that one. Hey, Coral. And discovered my new male snake is not a male. Came in and found that she had laid 3 eggs and pushed them far away from her, and that she was still laboring with at least 1 other egg, which she did pass. And she's now seeming to be defensive of it. When I took the other 3 away, she didn't care at all. So we will see. I'd much rather her incubate them. I don't have an incubator. Now, yeah, to find out that your snake was pregnant and about to have a baby, she doesn't. Now, they're not stinky. I did candle them. I candled them. I got on a couple of the reptile live streams on TikTok, and people that breed them, I candled them. At first, I had a little trouble, but once I figured it out, they all are fertile and they all have lots of veins. I don't know. I don't know that coral, but I don't know any snake that has eggs. Anyway, I've got them for 60 to 65 days unless they mold or begin to rot. But they all have veins in them. I used my phone to candle them where I could show you. And the one that's long, I think, has twins. I think has a double embryo because I couldn't decide for sure where the embryo was. So I think that one's twins, and that would help account for the size. Anyway, I don't know if she's looking for her other eggs or what she's doing now. I'm kind of tempted to put one of them back over there just to see what she does. I mean, they are her eggs. I'm just kind of, hey, Blackie. I wish she would take them all back. And she's acting very interested now. Hey, Dr. Black. This is the only one that she was interested in keeping. She had thrown the other 3 out. And I mean, way out. There's where one was laying over there and one was over here. She seemed to be having a hard time with the fourth one, but she did get it out. I'm afraid she may be a little defensive now. Let's see what happens here. It couldn't be any more trouble to incubate 4 than it is for 3 already. So let's see if she'll take it back. Girl, you better get that egg in there. Nobody got time to be taking care of your eggs. She's on a heating pad, so that's perfect. Whoopsie. The little faces on them are where the embryos are. They told me to, when I found the little air sac and the embryos, to mark them and keep them turned up where the little embryos would drown. Hey, trash can. That's aggravating as hell. She has to know that's her egg. I can't see the chat except when someone speaks. So, hey, trash cat. Yeah, I got it. Here we go. Let me look at the chat a minute while we see what she's going to do. Floyd says hello. Floyd. Yeah. Get on our nightshirt. Yeah. Yeah. Floyd's wanting to go back to the bathroom. Yeah, you are. No, that she was sold to me as a boy. And I was told that she had been mated 3 times as a male, and the reason that she was only 185 was because um, they had got what they wanted out of him. Uh, the eggs, it depends on the temperature and humidity, but generally in the upper 80s, 89, 90 degrees, they'll hatch 60 to 65 days. Some of the old timers, I'll go back and read on the not YouTube for sure, but the old people that know about breeding snakes. On some of those forums, they were talking about the higher the temp, the more issues you would have with snakes overall, like with deformities or failure to thrive and something like that. So some of them were saying that they would incubate at 86 and 85, no one below 85. And the sooner they hatch, the less healthy they would be. So there's a lot of discussion about that. So I'm going to try to run them about 86. Yeah, she's not going to take that egg. And that's the way she was with the first 3. That was one of them, except she had pushed them. You can see where they were laying. And I just couldn't believe it when I saw them. And I could tell she was, I don't know if they labor or what they do. I'm probably going to get picked here. Oh, you were pushing against that, you heifer. You heifer. That straw is nice and warm. Nice and warm. I could probably put a little bit of some thin material over them just to kind of keep the heat more consistent around them. What you gonna do? Have one baby? You're gonna sit on one egg. Let's see who hatches our eggs first. The first part of what you typed is mixed. It's not legible for some reason. Yeah, reptiles, particularly like turtles, can switch their sexes related to temperature. I'm not sure about snakes. I've never read that or seen that, but I know turtles and some other things can. Oh, you're saying maybe well, if she was a male, she switched back to female and did the deed 6 months ago. Floyd, come back. Oh, he's still in here. He's over there in the dining room. I turned all the lights off back in the bathroom so I could keep him out of there for the night. Come on. Time for all old parrot boys to be in bed. Well, I just thought I wanted to document it. I did put a little short on TikTok since that's where most of the reptile people I hang out with and know are. Let's see what happens. You're very interested now. She's going to sit on that egg, I guess. The water bowl's empty, and I had filled that last night, so she was thirsty. Get you some more water and leave you alone. Okay, I'm going to get off here if anybody's still in here. It says 5 people are here, so that's 4, I guess. Do it based on hormone content of water, which is usually related to population, species. Oh, flushing pills. Sad. Has anybody seen Huawei today or heard how he's doing? There you are. Yeah. You see the eggs? Huh? Can we put them in with you and you? Come here. Hey, come here. You want to scritch? Come on. There. He's a good old boy. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, okay. So he's able to sit up and play on the computer or his phone. You're a good boy. What a good boy. He never was a sweeter boy. He never was. Yeah. More than usual. to move his mouth. And hopefully they gave him some decent pain medicine. What do I get out of this? You're getting all the attention. Oh my gosh. Gave you an itch. Lloyd's had a lonesome day because I was at the art in the vet and then to a fundraiser trunk or treat thing at church for the art. So we're catching up now. Oh wow, Tylenol. That sucks. Ain't you sleepy? Ain't you a sleepy bird? Huh? Oh, you need to get you some staff. You need some staff, baby. Eating a chicken sandwich. Hey, in LA. All right, let's turn this back around and see what she's doing. She's still guarding her one egg that she's sitting on. Floyd scared her. All right, I am going to get off here. Everybody have a good rest of your day or your night. You want me to take you to put you in your cage. And I'm going to get this guy in bed. Thanks, guys.